In this video, we will be doing the Brown, Peterson, and Peterson demonstration, and all you'll really need for this is a piece of paper and something to write with. And what we'll do is we'll proceed through some slides, and at first you will see a list of words. And I'll only show it briefly for a couple of seconds, and then after that list disappears, you'll see a number. And what you should do is count backward by threes from that number as quickly as possible. So for example, if I showed the number 68, in your head or out loud, you would go 68, 65, 62, 59, counting backwards by threes. And you'll continue to do that until I prompt you. And when you are prompted, go ahead and write down what you recall from that list of words that you were seeing. All right, so again, you'll see words, see a number, start counting backward by threes, and then at a certain point, you'll be prompted to write down what you recall. So if you have any questions, go ahead and pause here if needed. Rewatch it if needed. Otherwise, let's continue. Write down what you remember. Go ahead and pause if you'd like more time. Otherwise, let's continue to our next one. And here's the list of words. Write down what you remember. Go ahead and pause if you'd like more time. And let's move on to the next one. Here's your list of words. Write down what you remember. Go ahead and pause if you'd like more time. Otherwise, here's your list of words. Write down what you remember. Pause if you'd like more time. Otherwise, let's continue to the next one. Here's your list. Write down what you remember. You can pause if you'd like more time. Otherwise, let's move forward. Here's your list. Write down what you remember. Pause if you'd like more time. We'll do one last one here. Here's your list. Write down what you remember. And you can pause here if you'd like some additional time. Otherwise, now you can check your work. And go ahead and pause it here because I'm about to proceed forward. And once you're good to go, what we'll often see is a curve somewhat like this. So you'll see here we have on the y-axis percent recalled. So in other words, how many of those words you were able to remember in each trial, and then the delay before the recall, right? Or in other words, this is the amount of time you spent counting backwards with the distractor task, we call it. And you can see here that the longer that the distractor was, the longer you were counting backwards by threes, or just in general, the time before you could actually write those words down. The longer that was, the less people tended to remember, right? The further we go to the right on the x-axis here, the lower we go on the y-axis. And I followed this general format in this exercise. So the first, you saw 6 trials, I believe, and the amount of time you spent counting backwards, first it was 3 seconds, then 6 seconds, 9 seconds, 12 seconds, 15 seconds, 18 seconds, and actually we did 7. There was a 21-second trial at the end. And so your curve might have looked something like this. And that's the end of this video. Thanks for playing. We'll see you in the other videos.